We ain't playing no games with this one. Oh, hey. Ooh, killer. East Coast villa. Flow so cold, so chiller. Go get a coach and chiller. Ooh, killer.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Michael, and today we have a fun activity for you that you can do in your own home. But before we get into the details of what we're doing, I have a special guest who's going to be doing the activity with us, and it's running enthusiast, science nerd, my sister-in-law, Elle.
Hey guys!
So we have more hands to work on what we're doing, and what we're doing today is we're going to be making our own soap. We have a bunch of different ingredients, but you can do this right in your own home. And yeah, we thought it'd be a good activity, especially with COVID-19 and just talking about the importance of hygiene. So Elle actually has a good background on different fields of science, but what do you think about, the importance of washing your hands thoroughly, making your own soap? What do you think about it?
Yeah, like you said, it's COVID-19 time, so it's so important to wash your hands. Washing your hands does not kill the germs, but it helps to wash it away much more effectively than hand sanitizer. So today's activity is going to be super fun, and it's going to be super helpful.
Yeah, that's actually so interesting because, most people, we're so quick to move everywhere, and we're touching so many things, and it's important that we wash our hands thoroughly, Yeah, we have a bunch of different ingredients, so the steps will consist of 3 easy stages. So we're going to have our preparation stage, we're going to have our customization stage, and the final wrapping up stage. So we'll go into detail about what those stages consist of, but before we start the activity, we should go over the different supplies that you're going to need to make these hand soaps. So first of all, you're going to start off with this clear glycerin soap. We have it right here. We're going to cut this up, but we'll get into that. But these will be provided in your own kits for you that will be already out of the package, ready to cut and prepare. So we have the glycerin soap base. Next thing we have is some colored dyes. This is actually specific for making soaps. So it says vibrant and stain free, food grade and irritation free, for soap, bath bomb, slime, and Play-Doh. So we have these different colors that we're going to play around with. We have the soap molds, which will also be provided in your kits. So comes in a pack of 6 right here. You're going to need some cutting boards, something to cut on, and you're going to need a few knives. You're going to need a microwavable bowl, so preferably a Pyrex bowl. So there are some optional supplies that you can use in your soaps. So if you don't have it, that's okay. But if you have it lying around your home, you can use it in your soaps. So what we have here today are some exfoliants that you can use. So something to help your skin stay soft. And we have coffee ground. So make sure it's coffee ground, not coffee beans. Something that's fine. And then we also have organic oatmeal. So any kind of oatmeal, preferably not the ones with sugar, like the maple brown sugar, something that's just plain oatmeal. And another optional ingredient is rubbing alcohol. So here we have it in a spray bottle because we don't want to use too much. We're just going to spray a little bit to get rid of any bubbles, to make it look clean. And yeah, another optional ingredient is anything to put your finished soaps in. We have plastic bags. If you have soap containers, that works as well. Wrapping paper. So this will be at the end. Another optional item is essential oils. So we have a bunch of different options here that we're going to make our soaps smell nice. So that's pretty much all the supplies you're going to need. So yeah, let's get started. So the first stage is the preparation stage. So that consists of the cutting of the soap, the melting of the soap, and the stirring. So we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to take our glycerin clear soap base. So what's nice about these soaps is that they already have ridges in it so that we can actually go ahead and cut in those lines. So we're just going to go ahead and cut it first and cut it into cubes before we melt them. So after you finish cutting it into cubes, just like this, we're going to go ahead and put it in our Pyrex bowl so that we can put it in the microwave and melt it, and so that it gets to a liquid consistency. and we're gonna put it in for about 30 seconds. If it's not fully melted, go ahead and stir it and then put it in for about 10 to 15 more seconds until you get that right consistency. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring it to the microwave. So we went ahead and microwaved our soap, and we realized that 30 seconds wasn't really enough to melt it thoroughly. So we went ahead and put it in for about a minute or two more. Just go ahead and eyeball it until you see that it's fully liquid. And you want to continue stirring it after you've taken it out so that you get rid of any chunks that are in there. So after we have stirred it thoroughly, we're going to go ahead and start thinking about what ingredients we want to put into it. So for this first round of soaps, what do you want to do?
Let's do coffee.
So we're going to do coffee grounds. So let's think about what we want to do. We're going to do coffee ground. What else? Do we want to make it a certain color? Let's see what colors we have. So we have kiwi, forget me not. Is that a flower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, good job.
No, there's actually a picture of a
Oh.
flower. Oh yeah, Elle also used to be a florist. So we have pretty much all the colors. What do you think works best with coffee? What do you think?
Is it weird that I'm thinking about black currant with coffee?
I think that might actually work. You know?
Yeah, because I feel like it's too bright. Everything else is too bright for coffee.
Okay, yeah. Is this also a type of flower, or is it a fruit?
It's a fruit.
Oh, I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and use the black dye. So for the dye, you only need a few drops. Once you put it in a little bit, you can stir it and see which consistency you want. Makes it like a nice smooth gray.
Yeah, kind of looks like marble from here. I like it. I love marble.
Oh!
Did I just...
Try not to stir it too fast.
Yeah.
And so for the coffee ground and any exfoliants that you're using, you want to go ahead and just use about a tablespoon and a half. So we're going to just take a little bit of coffee ground. I'm going to put it in here.
What does it look like to you?
Oh my gosh, it looks like cookies and cream. I don't know, melted ice cream.
Yes, that's exactly
Maybe
it.
that's what we're going for. I don't know.
With the smell of coffee.
I might need to melt it even more. Yeah, let's melt it for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and add maybe some of the essential oils. But yeah, it's starting to chunk up a little bit.
Yes.
As mentioned earlier, you want to melt the soap for a little longer, I'd say 1 to 2 minutes until it's a nice liquid consistency, but times will vary between different microwaves. We took our time choosing our add-on ingredients for the soap, which actually caused it to harden. So we recommend that you choose your dyes, essential oils, or exfoliants beforehand so you can be quick and efficient. But make sure to stir in the ingredients thoroughly so that there's a nice balance throughout the soap bar. But yeah, stay tuned until the end of the video for some tips on how to improve your soaps.
Just so you know, this is also our first time doing it. We do not have experience doing this, but we're trying to do it so that you know the best way to do it. You know.
All right. Here we go.
So we're gonna try to fit it in 4 different molds. I feel like it should be more liquidy.
I know.
It like hardened really fast.
Super, super fast.
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it into the mold. Elle has it right out of the oven.
I would mix it a little bit.
Just a little bit? Okay. So we're gonna mix it a little bit before it hardens. So we went ahead and put the mix inside the mold. It's a little bit messy, but that's okay. These come off pretty easily, but you can always do that later. But the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna do the final stage to wrap it up. We're gonna start off with the optional step, which is the rubbing alcohol. You're gonna spray a little bit on the top layer just to get rid of these bubbles that start to form once you put it in the mold. So we're just gonna spray it just a little bit.
I do see one there. Oh wow, that was instant.
Just a little bit. We're actually gonna let it harden at room temperature for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then after we harden it for 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes, and then we're gonna pull it out and see how they turned out. So.
Alright.
So we're back, and we took out our soap out of the freezer, and we put it in there for about 30 minutes. We recommend maybe doing a little bit longer just so it completes its mold. But here it is, and we're gonna look at it. We're gonna give our first impressions, give you some tips on our experience that can make your experience a lot better, and we're just gonna review them a little bit. But for the first one, we actually made some other ones that we'll get to in a bit. But this is the coffee. What did we do with this one again?
It's coffee and peppermint.
Peppermint.
Yes.
Coffee and peppermint. So there still is a little bit of bubbles, but most of them, we kind of got rid of them. But I kind of like that bubbly look. But it came out really nice.
It gives it that nice texture, the bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's meant for it.
It was pretty easy to take it out of the mold too. So that wasn't a problem. But I think they turned out pretty well. Do they smell?
It smells amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing, so amazing.
Honestly, it smells like Oreo
Yes.
cookies.
I don't know how it turned out that way, but it does, and I
Maybe-
want to eat them.
Maybe it's just the color. Maybe it's just the color. But yeah, I think they turned out really well. The other one that we did is we grabbed which one did we do?
We did a
Lavender
color.
Oh yeah, we put in oatmeal for this one.
Yes.
So we used a different exfoliant this time, and as you can see, there's some oatmeal right there. And yeah, we added a little bit of a lavender color to kind of match the scent, and I think it turned out pretty well. I actually like the purple color.
Me too. I feel like that one I want to eat. I might mention that.
But we wanted to give you some tips that we feel like would help your experience, things that maybe you could do better at home. What were some that we feel like you could do better?
After you take it out of the microwave and it's melted, I felt like the part that you should do is to mix in your ingredients quickly so it doesn't thicken up right after. And then pour it into your mold.
Yeah, we definitely recommend you doing it with a partner or more hands, because maybe one person can be stirring it so it doesn't clump up right away.
Mm-hmm.
Because even at room temperature, it can harden really fast. So you want to be able to pour it into the mold as fast as you can. But with more hands, you can have one person putting in the few drops of essential oil or the dyes and the exfoliants. So we recommend that. Also, just like Elle mentioned, like stirring thoroughly, making sure that there's no clumps, even with the dyes and the exfoliants. So yeah, Elle, which one did you like the best, or what other colors or that would? So yeah, Elle, which one did you like the best?
I actually really like the oatmeal and the lavender one.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the coffee grounds, I feel like it looks like Oreo, so I'm tempted to want to eat it.
But yeah, I personally like the smooth gray look. I think the black dye really made it look nice with the clear white glycerin soap. But yeah, I think they both turned out great.
Yeah.
I would like to try all the other ones. Maybe even make a blue soap. Or even like more brighter colors. I feel like
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I've
But-
seen people do like blue and they put like a shell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know how they do this.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah, I think they turned out really well. That's what we recommend for tips. Just being efficient, having a lot of hands to help out with it, mixing it thoroughly, and making sure you freeze it for a good amount of time so that you keep that solid shape. So now that that's done, we're actually going to package them and show you. Just simply, you can put them in plastic bags and you can store them in cool temperatures. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put a few in a plastic bag. You can put these in soap containers, little boxes, baggies, but we just had Ziploc bags, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. And just put a few of them in there. And we definitely plan on using these soon.
Actually, you can also gift this to your family or your friends. They look really good.
So yeah, we went ahead and put them in the bags, and that's it. So hopefully it's not too bad, and all your kits will have everything that you need. And like we said, you can use any items that you have around the house, whether it's, you know, if you have some scented oils or coffee grounds. It doesn't even have to be new coffee grounds. It could be even, you know, leftover ones, and oatmeal. So go ahead and just use those items, and you can make your own soap at home. So pretty cool. But yeah, thanks to Elle for helping out today. That was a lot of fun. I think we learned a lot. We should probably try this again, I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah, we should try it with our family, and then maybe even give it as a gift. That might be
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we hope you learned a little bit. And don't forget to wash your hands. But yeah, hopefully see you soon. Bye.
Too busy putting meals on my table. You can call me what you want, any label. I'll cook and serve you on Parillas, boy. Yum yum. I'll be that Uzu. I'll be that Uzu. Come in, Uzu.